What's going on, YouTube family? So something you may not know about me is that I'm actually very crafty. Basically, long story short, I was chilling with a friend of mine who's a real huge Taylor Swift fan. And she's actually going to her concert sometime this year. And basically she was like, yo, Christopher, if I pay you, can you do this for me? And I'm like, maybe, I'm not a pro, but what is it that you need, girl? And she was all like, if I buy the equipment, can you do the forever Taylor Swift blue dress thing?
My apologies. I meant to say midnight. Please, Swifties, don't come after me. Thank you.
And I was like, sure, why not? But backtracking a little bit is that first she said, yo, can your mom do it and I'll pay her? But right now I'm not near my mother, so I gotta finish what she started because my mother left actually. And so yeah, it worked out pretty well. My mother did it for a little bit. I would go and visit and she got it done. But when I gave it to my friend to go try it on, a lot of the patches kept falling off because we basically used adhesive to iron it on. And also the adhesives kind of suck. By the time my friend gave me back the dress, my mother had already left. The concert's still coming up, but my mother won't be back by then. So now it's up to me to save the day. So basically the dress is already in here. As you can see, it's already a little bit done. You might see a lot of like star patches. If not, that's okay, forget about it. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do it right here. So these are gonna be the adhesive patches. This is gonna be the adhesive glue that you can put on. Now something y'all should know before ironing patches is that you can't always iron out right away. What I mean by that is you can't put the patch on the cloth or the material, then iron on top of it, because then the plastic might melt of whatever it is you're doing. Luckily, I know exactly what to do. And so what I recommend doing is as soon as you go ahead and put your dress or whatever it is you're gonna like, you know, put all the things together and then put a cloth on top of it. You know what, I'm pretty stupid when it comes to explaining. Let me just show y'all. First and foremost, this is the dress that's already been somewhat completed. Now, as you can see, it almost looks like the Taylor Swift version of what she wanted, but this one, you know, some of the patches are already falling off and they have to be redone again. Now, I'm told you should never tell a woman's dress size or critique how she might look, but my friend is beautiful and I don't know what size this is and I'm not gonna check because I don't wanna get in trouble by women. The adhesive wasn't the strongest, so what I meant earlier was that you want to get a material and put it on top before you go ahead and just iron right away on the plastic, because this is bejeweled, so you don't want to, this is all like plastic and you don't want to damage that, thus damaging the dress. So what I did was I got a pillowcase and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on top of it like that, on top of the bejeweled or on top of the patches, whatever. And that's basically where you're gonna iron on, because it's gonna provide like, I guess, like a layer of protection between the dress, the adhesive, the plastic, and then the heat of the iron. And that's kind of one of the healthiest ways to do it if you want to go ahead and protect your material. So like I said, I'm not a pro, so what my friend did was that she actually bought more patches that we're gonna go ahead and use. And then I was actually researching other videos and I came across this Tear Mender at Instant Adhesive. You're gonna go ahead and basically, obviously this is closed, you're gonna pour some on and get some sort of like, I guess, brush and gently brush it, even it out, whatever. So that way when you put it on like, you know, your patch, whatever, and then you iron it with the cloth on top, it's gonna come out just, you know, more natural and it's gonna come out less like gooey and it's gonna stick more properly. The only thing that sucks is that I don't even know that many Taylor Swift songs. The only real Taylor Swift song I know is the one she did with T-Pain where she rapped. Yeah, that one. I bet some of y'all Swifties didn't even know about that one, but I know because I'm a hip-hop fan. But with that being said, let's get started. Let me show y'all what I'm gonna do. I am a little nervous, but the best way to overcome fear is to just work through it. So let's get started. Okay, so this is pretty much gonna be my setup. I have my ring light, my iron, the dress already flattened out, my Taylor Swift picture for an example to look at, and her beautiful face. Damn, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, she's kind of fine. I'm actually gonna get some from here, and let's see if I can just lather it on there nicely. Thing is that a lot of the stars are centered around this part of the dress, if I remember correctly. So it'll have to be like this, so the majority of them will go on that end over there, right, and then come down this way. Okay, just let it down there gently. Now the idea is to not make it too hot and not leave it there just like sitting there. You don't want the iron to sit there and melt through the adhesive, through the dress, and thus ruining your art. Another good tip is that even when you're gonna iron silk, but your iron may not be up to date, it's always good to just put it on cotton regardless, and then iron whatever silk on top of a sheet or towel or something, preferably like something like cotton. And then that way you flatten out the dress as well without ruining or burning it. Like I said, I'm not a pro. I might never do this again, but my friend did pay me, and you know what they say, UPS ain't the only brown that delivers. Get it? Because I have like 10 brown skin. Now, flip it over. Look at that. Oh, this looks great. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give it one more round. I'm gonna just cover it up like this. That way I can iron the dress in the process. Oh, my back hurts. I really should be sitting down. And that should be pretty good. All right, so for what it's worth, I think we're pretty much complete. Okay, look at Taylor Swift. Now look at this dress. Now look at Taylor Swift. Now look at this dress. Now back to Taylor Swift and back to my dress. Well, not my dress, but my friend's dress. Like I said, I try to put more at the top here and then less at the bottom here, kind of like going down like a Milky Way. But at the same time, hers are almost like equally as like sporadic. You know, they're kind of like all over the place. You know, if you can look closely, they're here to the side as well. They lean towards the back. She has one right there by her cleavage area.
4 to 6 days later.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
So pretty much I was able to finish it, and it's like a job well done. I think it came out pretty good. It came out a lot better than I thought. And I'll just go ahead and release like a small version of the video. And if you want a longer version of the video, let me know. I go into like further details, and I pretty much just more like B-roll footage of me ironing. If this short version of the video gets 20 likes, I'm gonna go ahead and release the extended version. If not, by all means, just enjoy what I made. I worked really hard, and I think it came out pretty good. Later, y'all. Stay blessed.